Well, we're at it again. What's on the agenda for today? Stay tuned, I'll show you. Welcome to 3D Accuracy, where I'll talk about 3D printing, 3D product design, and 3D injection and die-cast mold design. Yesterday, we got the machines moved in position. That was a big accomplishment. Glad to have that done. So today, I'm going to clean up around here a little bit. I've got to vacuum this area, get some of the junk off the floor. And now that those machines are moved forward, I want to clean this up back here a little bit, give it a quick vacuum. Then I'm going to move this desk. I want to get this desk in position so that I can get the drawers over here back into the desk. Then I'm going to pull the drawers out of this desk and move it over into its location over here and then put the drawers back in. I take the drawers out, it makes it a whole lot lighter and easier to deal with because those desks are heavy, those darn things. Then move this workbench over out of the way, either over here or farther back this way in the room, wherever I can get it, to get it out of the way. Then I want to lay all the floor planks, get the pattern for the next 2 rows, which will take me all the way up to the one that's the same as over by the roll-up doors and the wall on that side, where I have to trim all the planks to fit up against the wall. So the next 2 rows are like this. I can just peel them, lay them, get them down as fast as I can do it. And so that's the goal for today. Get them all positioned, get the pattern worked out, and then start laying the planks. And hopefully I'll make it all the way to somewhere right about over here, kind of even with this. And I'll get this side of the shop done. Then all I have to do is along the wall, and then that whole end of the shop is finished. So that's what I'm going to do for today. Want to get that side of the shop, get that along that wall, try to get all the planks down. That'll be a nice accomplishment for today. It's already about 2:15 in the afternoon, so I won't have a long day out here, but we'll get stuff done. Quick little update, making some progress here. Let me show you what's going on. I have the entire area along this side of the shop wall all cleaned up, gave it a quick vacuum to get all the dusty off the floor, that sort of thing. Have one of my toolboxes, I just put it over here temporarily just to get it out of the way. I have the desks set up in location, so they're all ready to go. I just have to clean them and put things away, that sort of stuff. And the workbench, I've got slid out of the way, away from the wall. And now what I have to do is lay down all the planks. I have to pick up the patterns so that I get the pattern correct, and then I'll lay down 2 rows of planks, and after I get all those positioned, then I'll see what kind of time I have. I may start to lay them down, get them stuck to the floor, and I may not. It depends how the day goes. Sometimes I don't know. I get interrupted with something that happens and, game delay, so one thing at a time. But right now, I got that done, so I'm going to rest for a few minutes, grab a little bit of water, and then get back out here and lay the planks out in position so I can get ready to stick them all down. But it's coming together. It's coming together, starting to look like a shop again instead of a disaster area. Okay, I'll give you an update once I have all the planks down on the floor. Have the next 2 rows laid out. Just have the planks in position. They're not glued down yet. I have to flip them over, peel off the paper, and then stick them to the floor. So, but at least we got the pattern all done. All the planks laid out all the way to up to here, about even with what I did before. So now it's just a matter of how many can I do in the next couple hours before it gets too late. I stopped for dinner. It's going on 7 o'clock in the evening already. So I'm going to start and see how far I get. I'm going to start right here and then do that one behind and then come this way down this row. and then I'll go back and do the other row next to it. So we'll see. It takes a little while because the glue is so sticky. Just peeling the paper off the back is like, ugh, what a mess. So, you know, I can only peel them off so fast, and then some of them tear, and then some of these planks, I don't know what kind of tolerance they use in the place where they make these, but I'll tell you, some of these planks are like an eighth of an inch, almost an eighth of an inch shorter than other ones, and it really messes up the pattern when you're doing a pattern like this. You know, when you're laying tiles or you're laying the planks end to end in a row, it doesn't matter if they're a little shorter or a little longer, who cares? But when you're doing a geometric pattern like this, you know, a herringbone, you see what happens is you end up with gaps in certain spots because the planks are short. And so what I try to do is lay them in there and see what they're like before I press them down hard, because sometimes, you know, if I get one that's a little short, then I may need to position it this way or that way, kind of in the center, so there's not such a big gap on one side. It's like a little bit here and a little bit there and not so much noticeable. But the width, the tolerance seems to be pretty darn close. I haven't had any difficulties or problems caused because they're different widths, but the length is definitely an issue. You know, if it was a little more reasonable, you know, 15, 20 thousandths, you know, 30 seconds of an inch, you could live with that, you know, on a pattern like this. But, you know, when it's an eighth of an inch off, I mean, I measure them and they're an eighth of an inch short. It's like, come on, guys, you know, good enough is not always good enough. So anyway, just my little complaint for the day. I suppose we have to have those kind of things once in a while. When we're out here working hard, we get to complain a little bit if we want to. No big deal. I think I've earned the right after all these years. If I see something I don't like, I can complain about it. Right? Old guy privilege. Something like that. Anyway, I know nobody cares, but it's still fun to do. Okay, I'll show you again after I get some planks laid and see what we end up with for the day. "11 p.m. I'm done for the day, but I got it all finished. Hooray! I got all those planks that I positioned down on the floor. Let me show it to you. I even added another little section in here. I put these planks, added these and put those in there also. But I got all of them down on the floor. All of them are glued down and it's sticky. You can see the glue shining in the light. It's just, oh, a sticky, gooey mess. But I stepped them all down so they would stick. So I'll wash the bottom of my boots off with that goof off stuff to get the sticky off. Then I can clean the floor again and a little bit over along the edge on the what I already cleaned over this way, you know, from working on these, getting close. So I gotta touch those up, but then I'll get all the glue off of these guys and then I can walk anywhere I want. And so I still have to finish along the wall here, of course, to get the little, you know, pie-shaped pieces that I have to do and into the corner, and then all the way down along this wall over to there. And that takes more time because every piece needs to be measured and cut. And, you know, the wall isn't perfectly straight, and so each one is a custom piece. It's not like I can measure it once and cut 10 of them or 15 of them all at one time and just lay them in there. It's, you know, each one custom, basically. So, but it's looking like a shop, huh? My 3D print shop is slowly going back together. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're ever in need of 3D product design, 3D injection mold design, 3D die-cast mold design, or 3D printed prototypes or production parts, please feel free to contact me. You can find contact information in the video description. I look forward to hearing from you and to being of service to you. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. See you on 3D Accuracy's next video.